Well, today marks the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season, and at one point today, forecasters were watching 7 different systems out in the tropics. It comes as disaster response teams from North Texas told Jason Allen that we're still overwhelmed by the damage from Hurricane Laura.
2 weeks after Hurricane Laura's 150-mile-per-hour winds hit the Gulf Coast, tens of thousands of homes still don't have power. Dozens of water systems aren't providing clean water, and there is a sense among some the storm has been forgotten.
Even friends of mine, talk to back in Texas, and like, what are you doing down there? It's like, oh, I guess I didn't hear about that. It was a quick event, and the destruction was massive. But I think people moved on to the other problems, fairly quickly.
Eric Burks with McKinney's Minuteman Disaster Response told me it's the most widespread damage and slowest recovery he has ever been involved with. In any year but 2020, that may have stayed in the headlines. But during an election season, with wildfires burning in the West and COVID still affecting everyone's daily life, Laura and Western Louisiana have lost attention.
In many ways, they came back out and said, well, Lake Charles and that area dodged the bullet. And that's actually not the case at all.
Matt Payne told us even as they move from house to house, they are now watching the storms still out there and the potential for another disaster. And he explained how another landfall anywhere in the country could be devastating.
So, Jason, just imagine where we are already with the Lake Charles situation. If another storm were to hit, they would be forgotten.
Volunteers from Minuteman have been able to clean up 33 different areas so far, and they said that all disaster response teams right now need a couple of things. They need volunteers, they need funding because a lot of their fundraising stopped because of COVID over the last 6 months. And Scott, as you look at those maps of those storms that are out there, what they really need right now is for those storm systems to stay out in the open water. The next couple weeks are going to be very critical for that.